The hauntingly beautiful sound of Gregorian chant has echoed through the halls of monasteries and cathedrals for over 1,000 years. These sacred melodies, simple yet profound, have been used to lift the hearts of the faithful toward God. But where did they come from? How did they evolve? And why do they continue to hold such a powerful place in both religious and secular music today? To answer these questions, we must go back to the life and legacy of one of history's most influential popes, Saint Gregory the Great. Join us as we uncover the history, spirituality, and enduring significance of Gregorian chant. Saint Gregory I, also known as Gregory the Great, was born around 540 AD in Rome, a city still recovering from the collapse of the Western Roman Empire. Coming from a wealthy and influential family, young Gregory received an excellent education and entered public service, eventually rising to the prestigious position of prefect of Rome, the highest civil office in the city. However, despite his worldly success, Gregory felt a deep calling toward a life of prayer and service to God. He renounced his political career, donated his family's wealth to establish monasteries, and dedicated himself to the monastic life. But Gregory's peaceful life of contemplation did not last long. Recognized for his wisdom and leadership, he was called out of his monastic retreat and eventually elected pope in 590 AD. His pontificate would be marked by extraordinary efforts to reform the Church, strengthen its missionary efforts, and, most significantly for our discussion today, shape the music of Christian worship. Gregory was a tireless advocate for the poor, introducing charitable works that laid the foundation for the Church's enduring commitment to social justice. He also played a crucial role in the conversion of the Anglo-Saxons, sending missionaries such as St. Augustine of Canterbury to England. Despite his immense workload, Gregory was a prolific writer, leaving behind a vast collection of letters, theological works, and sermons that continue to inspire Christians today. Throughout his life, Gregory was renowned for his humility, often referring to himself as a servant of the servants of God, a title still used by popes today. He passed away on March 12, 604 AD, leaving behind a church strengthened and unified under his leadership. Saint Gregory was canonized by popular acclaim shortly after his death, as was common in the early church. His impact was so profound that he was later named a Doctor of the Church, recognizing his theological contributions. The Church honors him with a feast day on September 3rd, remembering his immense influence on Christian doctrine, pastoral care, and sacred music. His legacy extends far beyond his own era. Gregorian chant, which bears his name, remains one of the most significant and enduring contributions to Christian worship. His writings continue to be studied by theologians, and his vision of a compassionate and disciplined church continues to shape Catholicism today. Gregorian chant is a form of plain chant, a sacred monophonic melody sung in Latin, primarily used in the liturgy of the Roman Catholic Church. The origins of these chants are somewhat shrouded in mystery. While it is likely that Pope Gregory did not compose all the chants himself, tradition holds that he played a crucial role in their collection and standardization. Some accounts even depict a dove, the symbol of the Holy Spirit, whispering these divine melodies into his ear. The reality is that early Christian chant drew influences from Jewish temple worship, Greek and Roman musical traditions, and the chants of the Eastern churches. By Gregory's time, various regional styles of chant existed, including Roman, Gallican, and Mozarabic traditions. Gregory sought to unify these diverse traditions, creating a standardized corpus of sacred music for the Western Church. His efforts laid the foundation for what would become known as Gregorian chant, which would eventually be systematized and notated by later generations of monks. What makes Gregorian chant unique? Unlike modern Western music, which relies on harmonies and strict rhythmic structures, Gregorian chant is monophonic, meaning it consists of a single melodic line without accompaniment. It is sung in free rhythm, following the natural flow of the Latin text rather than a set meter. This allows the chant to convey a sense of fluidity and contemplation. Gregorian chant is based on 8 modal scales, known as the ecclesiastical modes, which give the melodies their distinctive, otherworldly quality. These modes predate our modern major and minor scales and contribute to the chant's ability to evoke a deep spiritual atmosphere. The melodies often follow a structure that emphasizes certain syllables of the text, ensuring clarity and meditative focus. Gregorian chant was not merely music, it was prayer. It formed the backbone of the medieval liturgy, used in both the divine office, daily prayers recited by monks and clergy, and the Mass. Each liturgical season had its own set of chants, reflecting the themes of Advent, Lent, Easter, and other sacred times. The chants were carefully composed to align with the scriptural readings and theological themes of each service. One of the most well-known Gregorian chants, the Dies Irae, a powerful reflection on the Last Judgment, exemplifies the emotional depth and theological richness of this musical tradition. Other famous chants, such as the Kyrie eleison and Pange Lingua, continue to be sung in churches today. Over the centuries, Gregorian chant evolved alongside developments in musical notation. By the 9th century, the first forms of pneumatic notation appeared, allowing monks to transcribe melodies accurately. This innovation helped preserve the chant tradition, ensuring its transmission through generations. In the 19th century, a revival of Gregorian chant was led by the Benedictine monks of Solesmes Abbey in France. Their meticulous research restored many chants to their original purity, stripping away centuries of later embellishments. Today, Gregorian chant remains an integral part of Catholic worship, especially in monasteries and traditional Latin Mass communities. Gregorian chant has found a surprising place in modern culture. Beyond its liturgical function, it has been embraced in meditation, film scores, and even popular music. The ethereal, calming quality of chant makes it a favored tool for relaxation and spiritual contemplation. In the 1990s, albums of Gregorian chant topped music charts, proving that even in a secular world, the ancient melodies of the Church still resonate with the human soul. Composers from various backgrounds, including classical, electronic, and ambient music, have drawn inspiration from these sacred sounds. Saint Gregory's contributions to church music are immeasurable. His dedication to preserving sacred traditions has gifted the world with Gregorian chant, a timeless treasure of faith and beauty. As we listen to these melodies, we join a centuries-old tradition of prayer and worship, uniting our voices with those who have gone before us. May these sacred chants continue to inspire and uplift generations to come. Thank you for joining us today on Spectere Caelum. If you found this video inspiring, please like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, God bless.